Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Anne. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris-Anne. Today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be processing some old vintage books, and we're going to be turning them into different decorations and snippets and different things that we can use within our journals. So I have 4 books here. 2 of them are pretty much the same. So a guidebook to United States coins. We took my mom out yesterday. So I'm recording this ahead. We took my mom out yesterday for Mother's Day, and we so generously brought her to the local dump/recycle center. And I said, come on, we're going to go get you some free art supplies. So she got one of these books as well. And look at this. I've already started cutting some of these out. So we're going to do that with this book. This book, I looked it up. It's valued anywhere between, well, it's selling anywhere between $4 and $22. So I don't feel like I'm cutting anything up that's, hugely valuable. But look, it has amazing pictures. But what I like is it has pictures going in different directions. So we are going to be using this book. Loved this book when I saw it. And then from another book haul, I got this lovely embroidery book, and I thought some of these things are going to be the backgrounds for the snippets that we are creating today. So like those. Let's just rip this one out. We're going to use that. We'll do Sunbonnet Sue another time. Things like this. This is what I want. I think this is going to be really pretty background. I'm not actually taking the book apart like I normally do. I'm just ripping them out. I'm going to save that for another project. But it's these. I'm going to cut these all up. I'm going to keep that one. Let's see. Oh, those are cute. Okay, let's cut both of those out. And we'll do this one. Let's just double check the back. Yep. Okay, so that's good for this book. Let me put this book aside. So we have all these sort of embroidery patterns. And we have a pile of these. The thing is when I'm sort of processing through the books, I just kind of do it. I don't think too much about it. There was a spine in this one that I can cut apart. And I was thinking I should here we go. I should probably do that to this book. So I haven't processed anything in this book. I was sitting on it last night debating, do I want to cut it up? I know, this is how I do it. I know. Do I want to cut this book up? I mean, it's a nice book. But on the other hand, I got it to recycle them, and there's a little bit of damage to this book. So it's not like we're going to sell it. All right. So and these are thick. These book pages are super thick. The pictures are not. So we're going to put the pictures aside. We're going to take these out. I don't want the pictures that go this way. I want some of these, but I'm just going to hold this one aside. I'm not actually going to use that one today. That might be the end of that signature. I might have to come in and cut. I want some of the smaller pictures. Let me find a section with those. Like these. That's what I want. I'm looking for the center. It's kind of there. Where is it? Ah, here we go. I hope this is in the same signature. So I'm just cutting the threads. I pick it up with my fingernail. I did buy a seam ripper, but like I'm actually gonna use the seam ripper that I bought to make this task easier. Please. There, we are almost there. Oh, I think there's one more that I didn't cut right here. There. And then this one right here. There. Okay. Let's take these. This is what I want. So put this in this pile that we'll process later. Well, this one's kind of glued down. There we go. Oh, that's in a separate signature. Are these even going to come out? You know what? We are just going to rip it out. Oops, wrong pile. Put it in that pile. And let me do one more of those. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we have stuff from this book to process. So let's put that aside. Now, one of these I already started. I don't think it was this one. I think it was this one. Yeah, it kind of feels like it was this one. Okay, so let's come through and we're just going to rip out. So this is a coin book. We're just going to rip out a whole bunch of them. Some of these coin pages. I mean, there's so many here. Okay, let's move these aside. And for these, what I did was I have a whole bunch of different circle punches here, and then I even have like a scallopy punch that I can load things on. I don't know. Let's see. I think these are all different sizes. So these, I think I have to trim the paper. Let me trim this paper down. Actually, I'm going to go to this side first. Because, is that? Yep. That fits that. In my mind. It fits that. And let's see. Does that? Yep. Pretty much fits that. A little bit of white space, but that's okay. And I figured these little coins could be really, really, really cute little decorations to my clusters, etc. It is super windy here. I am out on my deck because I wanted to get outside. Oh, is it windy today? Of course. Yeah, I need to trim all these down. So I'm probably not gonna process all of these. I'll probably just do this because I have a bunch here. I started this last night just to kind of see which punches I had that would work. That's a big one. Let's see if that's gonna work with this punch. There's a lot of white space around it, but you know what? It's still pretty. So let's see. Yeah, I can get that one too. Okay. And then we have these two. So we went to the dump recycle center, and people donate books, whatever. My son got a bunch of vases to give his girlfriend some flowers in. And my mom and I got books. I'm gonna put these aside. Oh, there's some water bugs that have come to join us. Come on. Okay, now let's cut some of these down. Put that over there. I'm gonna put that on top of that because it is windy here. I want to use these. So this is a book from England where all the, let's leave just a little bit of a border. All the pictures are sort of labeled with what everything is, but I think I'm going to get rid of the labels of everything. Okay, I left more of a white space on one side than the other side. Let's recut that. Still more, but that's okay. And I think these pictures would look gorgeous in a journal. And I got them for free. You know, check out and see if you have, like, your local dump, if it has a recycle center. Or, you know, the other thing that I have in my area, and every time I count, I'm getting more and more and more. There's about 6 in probably a 5 or 6 mile area of people do like libraries that kind of look like they're huge mailboxes, and they're like exchange libraries. Sometimes it's in people's yards, sometimes it's like at a business. Check around, see if you have things like that. See, these are cute. So I have a whole bunch of those in my area as well. I haven't even gone to those yet. I'm just really happy with getting the stuff from my local dump. And what it is, a couple people have commented to me. Yes, I am saying it's my local dump. They have a shed where you can go and put things, and they have like bookshelves. They have beautiful shelves in there. I like the shelves. And people donate like glassware that they don't want. Books, records, CDs, cassette tapes, VHS tapes, DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever. I go mostly for the books. We did get some candle holders. I got a small votive candle holder yesterday. And like I said, my son got 2 vases. And they were beautiful. So it's whatever people don't want. Like if people have a yard sale and things don't sell, or if somebody passed away and there's a lot of things in the house that they don't know what to do with, they donate it to this shed. It's a shed and it's open year round. So I mean, it's covered. It's not like I'm weeding through the garbage. It's displayed on shelves. It's nice stuff. Obviously, I mean, I've done multiple videos touring the shed, the things I get from the shed. When my dad was alive, it was like his favorite place to go. I used to get a lot of the displays when I had my shop from the dump, because local businesses would donate different displays that they didn't want or need anymore. So my dad would get them for me, bring them over to my shop. I would clean them up. And yeah, amazing resource. So let's see. Okay, we're going to end with this because we have a lot now. You know, I love the Tim Holtz die cuts and the vintage pictures and all that type of stuff. This was free. And It is what a junk journal is. I'm recycling. I mean, you could see there was damage to this book. There. Okay. Now, even if I wanted to come in and use some of these words, even though I have no idea which is which, I could still use those too. So let's move this pile out of my way. Now let's process some of these down. I'm outside, you could hear the birds. Let's cut right there. Cut right there. And I think now this is a little bit narrower than this, and I don't need anything quite so big, but you know what? I think I'm going to keep some of these sort of this size, and then I have some smaller ones. But I figured this just gives a different visual interest. What are those little ones? I want to cut up those little, these. These are what I want to cut up. All right, after I cut this page up, we're going to get to making stuff. And these are tiny, obviously, which is cute. And I have my my new leaf and vine punches here to play with, to add to it. Let's do it this way. And I have some of my new Stampin' Up! Papers here. I have a whole bunch of fun stuff I want to work with. Yeah. See, super cute. And then these will be my last two. There. I know the bottom has a little extra, but that's okay. Whoops. Extra is okay. All right. Now, the other thing I have here is white paper, yellow paper. I have some black paper as well. Got my scissors in case I need those. I'm just going to leave this pile right here, kind of out of the way. Let's work on this piece of paper. Start layering some of these thingies. I really like these little ones. There. Now, when I make a journal, I like to have my facing pages to each other coordinate. So that's why I have some opposites. Now, let's grab some of these coins, because some of these I want to see if I can, where's my black paper? Layer some things with some black paper. And I don't appear to have a punch that's bigger than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset it. And then I have some stamps and stuff here too. Let me just stick this under this pile. Let me grab this punch. So we're going to do a few of these, kind of holding it off. So we'll do a few from this size. We'll do a few from this size. This is just under an inch, this one. And then the next one I'm going to do is that scalloped 7/8 inch one. Let's give this one a try. Oops. Just load them all in that. I'm just going to do them over here. I like to layer things on black paper. To me, it just gives it a little bit more depth. Okay, let's work with what we have for right now. And then the other thing that I wanted to punch out was some of these in black. So let's do doing everything in black. That's okay. I want to do one more of these, but I have to cut this. It's so nice to be outside on my deck crafting. I love it. Now, I wasn't necessarily going to do the vines in black. You know what? I'm going to do some and then see how I like it. Now, if you did not see my Stampin' Up! Haul videos, please go and watch those. I purchased a massive haul from a local secondhand shop. Nephew was in charge of his aunt's estate, and she had passed away, and she was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And he donated a lot of her items to this local secondhand shop because it supports a charter school. So I bought more than 3/4 of all of that. Oh, and I have this one too. I wanted to do some of these. This is that one you can do on the edge. I think I'm gonna have to cut the paper again. So anyways, that's how I got all my fun Stampin' Up! Goodies here. I mean, I had some myself from before, but this, I'm just gonna do that. We'll do that for now. If I need more, I'll make more. That's how I got a lot of these really fun goodies that we're using. Okay, now, should we back it on black paper? Lynn's picking up. Let me do that. Let's do a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna need the edging on this. I don't know. It already kind of has like a little bit of a patina to it. And let's grab, nope, that's the same size circle. Let's grab a circle and my glue. I just had my glue. You know, it's sitting right here looking at me and I'm not even, oh, here it is. It rolled away. Okay. If you haven't noticed, I'm keeping these somewhat neutral. Yeah, I probably could have backed that with black paper. But we're going to come in with more black paper stuff. No, I think I like it over that. So very, very sort of creams and grays and blacks for my color tones. And then what I thought I could do with this, I know my arm is in the way. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Put a little coin on that. I have no idea if this coin is going in the right direction or what. It's really hard to tell. Should we do it on that side? Should we do it on that side? Or should we do it on the top? Let's do it on the top. I know, you were probably saying doing it on the side. I'm doing it on the top. I'm gonna switch it up for all of them. But look at how cute is that coin on that. So these are super, super, super monotone. When I go to put my journal together, I'll probably add a pop of color to something. So let's continue on with these. And like I said, I like to just kind of do things in reverse. So you're kind of crafting along with me. I didn't really have a whole heck of a lot planned for this. I just kind of knew what I wanted to work with. I'm sitting down and I'm creating with what I have in front of me. I'm not working on my inside desk. My inside desk has shelves that are built up on both sides of my desk with my supplies and stuff. I don't have access to that, and it might be a good thing because I just want to play with what I have. So let's offset. I don't like that. It's too dark right there. This one's pretty. I know it has a little bit of a white edge, but that's okay. So it's okay to work with minimal supplies sometimes. You don't have to have absolutely everything. There's another one, even though I have like all my fun punches here. Looking for this one. This is what I'm looking for. Let me see. Yeah, let's do that one because it's different. Let's tuck this just slightly under the coin. And I don't think I punched out too many of those top tab things. Let's get this. Let's get that other piece of black paper. Sometimes I need to use two hands because my hands, I have carpal tunnel, I have arthritis, I have overuse repetitive motion injuries, I have all of it. So I need the extra boost of two hands. And that's okay because I'm still crafting. Still doing the fun stuff. These are super cute with my my little coins. Oh, I like that one. How perfect. Yeah, my mother's going to watch this and she's going to be like, make me some of those little tabs. Of course, she can't find her circle punch, she said. So I'll probably cut out some of the coins for her too. I'm not doing the back of these because I'm not sure if I'm going to put something on the back, if I'm going to make it like a journaling spot on the back, which, yeah, I know. I have this here. I haven't decided what I'm going to do on the back yet. They're cute. All right, let's do both of these at the same time. And then this will be 4 pages in a journal. I have a whole bunch of stuff to put together to make journals. I just have to get my butt in gear to do that. So let's see. Do I want to do it next to her here? Here, I kind of wanted it over that. All right. I'll do this one opposite. There. Is that crooked? Yes, it's crooked. Okay, a lot better. Now, let's do some coins. You know what? I had wanted to use this. That's not going to match. Let me stick to these for now. And let's do a very small coin with her. We'll do a big coin here. Do that one. And then I have a bunch of these little coins. Let's do that on the scalloped one. That scalloped circle. Oop, starting to stick. That's okay. Like I said, I might just glue these in a journal. Haven't decided yet. I'll decide when I actually get to the journal. Some of them I like a little daintier, like this one, because I like her there. All right, let's glue this. Let's add a little glue to this so we can glue these at the same time. Woo, wind's picking up. Here. Okay, I think it goes that way. Do that one there. Yeah, they had 3 of these coin books there, so I took 2. Oops. Oh, there were 2 stuck together. Darn. So there was 3 of these coin books, so I took 2. My mom took 1, and on a day that we go out, like we like to go to like summer concerts and stuff. There's a place here by the water. I live in the woods, but I'm only 3 miles away from the ocean as well. So by the water, they do these really nice concerts in the summer, and they're gonna, I don't know if they're gonna start the end of next month or July. But, you know, we go and we sit there, and you sit there for hours, you know. We don't really sit in our chairs like other people do. We just kind of sit in the car. We bring all our food. We bring some of our crafts. So I'll probably like bring my circle punches, process some of these things for my mom, or she can do them, whatever. Yeah, these are coming out super cute. You know what I didn't bring out here was those little paper dolls. I don't know, do they need paper dolls? I don't know, they might. Next pieces that I wanted to use were some of these. You know, let's turn them into little, look at that, how cute. Let's line them with that yellow paper. I don't have my stapler out here, so we're just gonna line them. And then this can be like a little teeny tiny mini book. And then we'll decorate the front with those coins and all that fun stuff. I'm not going to put the scenery pictures on these. I just kind of like them little books, just like this. And this is just creating on the fly, which I like to do. Just give this just a trim of a trim of a trim. There. Okay. Now, I have my stamps here. This is kind of a glossy paper. I do not know. Oh, it's too bad the bird's on the other side, but that's okay. Let's try one of our stamps on this. Oh, I didn't bring a stamp block. Of course I did. All right, let's see what we got. So I have this that I was thinking of using and then putting these over it. So I can use this as my stamp block. So let me pick my most pale turquoise, which I think is this one. So I'll use that as my block. Is that getting there? Yeah. See if this is gonna work. If it's not gonna work, it's not a big deal. Mostly worked. I didn't even think that part got ink on it. Okay, that's fine. That was Coastal Cabana, and I'm using Love What You Do. let's take this one. I don't know if that's going to work like that. Let's see what else I have. Yeah, I think that might work. And this Pear Possess. This is one of the older ink pads. I don't know why I didn't bring my block. Is that inking up? Yeah. There. Okay, let's put these over here so I do not lose them. I'll clean those later. And then, I don't know, that's going to take a while to dry, but I am outside with the sun. Let's get some coins put together. Well, I'm determined to use these, but I'm not having any luck. All right, let's glue some of these things together. There. There. We're just going to layer all different sizes. This one, let's grab that's much too big for that. And this is the same size as that. Yeah, okay, let's not use that one. Okay, and that one will move. That is still wet. Better. You know what? I gotta put one of these together. So maybe while I'm doing that, it will dry just a tinge more. Okay. Let's add a few of these to add to that sort of vine looking concept that's going on here. And then these I'll have covered with the coins. I don't normally like to do 4, but this will equal a 5 when I put this up here. I'm not doing it on the side. I am going to continue to do this one on the top. There. Give it a little bit of an ink. There. And inside, a journaling spot. Come out cute. All right, let's add that to my pile. This one, I don't think I'm going to stamp on this one because I like that little squirrel. But I am going to layer it with all of these thingies. It is getting windy. I'm sure you can hear it. My umbrella, which is right there, is getting blown all around. Let's get a little one for that. I can't even tell what's on some of these coins, but that's okay. Okay, now let's do some of these guys. There. I'm not even auditioning them. I am just sticking them down. Obviously. Let's give this one a little bit of ink. We do this one on the side. Let's do this one on the side. And you know what? I might decorate the other side. If I have any little more of those little coins left. Yep, I do. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, that's cute. You just tuck it in a little pocket. Little joint. You can't see the writing through it, but that's okay. And then we did these four. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay. I think I am going to stop here. Quite a few things done. I'm very happy with all my goodies that I have made to add to journals, and I have plenty more. I'll probably give some of these to my mom. She'll probably get a kick out of working with some of these little things. I'll put together a little bag for her. I'll give her some of the coins too, actually. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. I am using the supplies that I have. Let's all do that. Let's all use this, even though I'm always picking up new supplies, but I'm actually using them, is my point. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. That would help me out so much. Check out my website, elemентalenergieswithchristiane.com. I have a lot of decks, crystals, my artwork, I have free printables, paid printables. I have guided meditations. I have paid classes and free classes that you can download. But most importantly, I have a pre-order for my Oracle deck is on there. And if you're interested in getting a private psychic reading with me, that is there on my website too. My website is always linked in the description of every video that I do. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.